Yo, 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 what up, people? What's going on? Welcome to another Thursday night Lefty Live. Got Benny coming on. There he is. Yo, what up? What up, dog?
What is up?
Get it, dog? Anyway. Oh, fuck, man. It's been a crazy day. What about you?
Yeah, I was in QuickBooks all day, and it's mind-numbing, dude.
QuickBooks. Let me turn this
Trying to make sure all the inventory matches up, and it's like, oh, did I send one out for warranty, and did I forget to write it down? And why does it say I should have 3 and I have 2? It's like, oh my god.
Trying to match all that shit up has to be a nightmare, dude.
And then I get like, we're kind of perfectionists or whatever, and your OCD kicks in and you can't accept the fact that it doesn't match. But then it's like, I'm wasting time. So
yeah, you're just burning time thinking about this thing that it's costing you more just thinking about it.
Exactly. So, but you can't ignore it for too long because then you forget things and
well, yeah, but
piles up.
Sometimes you're just going to be off by one or whatever. Like, you got to just accept it and move on.
Yeah, and then some.
Yeah,
but then sometimes the challenge is like, well, how do I adjust this in the system? Because it's like a unique situation. Like, oh, customer got a box from the dealer and it was supposed to be Mars Valley, but for some reason there was natural micarta in there.
Well, we know why that happened. Because they fucking took them out to market them and then put them in the wrong box.
Presumably. But I did have the dealer check and everything else matched up. And it's like, there's no point in the he said, she said situation. So it's just like, well, I'm just going to send this customer the one they thought they got and they can send me that one. But then how do you fix it in the system? The joys of owning a business.
Yep. I don't fuck with inventory too much like that. I just keep track of shit and try not to worry about it too much.
Yeah, I don't spend a ton of time on it, but every once in a while, I've got to turn my attention to it. So that was today.
Because, I mean, ultimately, I paid for X. I sell X. It doesn't actually matter. Like, nobody's going to audit me on inventory. Like, you know what I mean? If I fuck up, it's on me. You obviously don't want to lose anything because then you're losing money or whatever. But, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on how complicated what you do is. Like, I'm buying individual components and there's a labor component. And so if I'm going to understand what it costs to make a unit, I have to accurately calculate all of that. And then if I don't want to keep track of my inventory like in a spreadsheet and I want the system to do it, then you end up using QuickBooks Desktop with the inventory module.
Is that they don't have that Kevin? On the online?
Nope. That's how they get you into the desktop version. If you want.
Thank you, Kevin. He says hello.
If you want to build awesome inventory assemblies, you gotta fork it up.
So why can't you use Shopify for that? Oh, because you don't sell. You're right. So you don't sell everything direct or anything, so you can't.
Well, not only that, dude, but I don't buy a completed assembled unit from the manufacturer. I buy jars, I buy lids, I buy cloths, I buy labels, I pay for label art. And so
if I want to like stickers and cloths and shit that all go in.
Yeah.
I just don't keep track of all that as hard. Like I just have a shit ton of cloths. Like once they're gone, I order more. Like it just, but you're trying to keep track of, I get it, the price.
Well, not only that, but I got deliveries happening every month. So I can't afford to be like, oh, look, I'm out of cloths. Well, it's going to take 60 days to get more, but I've got to hit a deadline in 30 days. It's called just-in-time inventory, and it's like stressful.
That's true. I was going to say you could do the math and just order it ahead or whatever.
Well, I do. And as I get more money in the bank, I can stock up things so that I don't have to address it as frequently.
It's easier if I leave it on because it's too far away if I do. Well, it doesn't zoom in enough. You guys want to see my ugly ass face, don't you? Don't you? There.
I'm sure these people are enthralled at this boring ass conversation.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point, man. We just, talk
We just
about
do
shit.
what we do.
What up, Salamondo, Ian, Steve Boro, Drink Water, Nuts for. I see like everybody's a channel member because Ed Harrison gave everybody fucking memberships that one day. Johnny Walker, Lieutenant Tex, Nuts for Knives. What up? What up? Nick Groff. What up? Ground Fog. What up? Lots of people up in this biznatch. Annie Matter was popping. Jeffrey Dawson, Ditch Doctor, what up? Facebook user. Hey, big balls. Still got a Malibu? No, I don't. I sell them all, man. I've had like 10. I just always sell them.
You saw that one I grabbed for you?
What?
What about the one I picked up for you at the knife show?
Yeah,
at the
gathering?
Sold
that. That one I kept for a while, and I loved it. Like, I have no complaint really about the Malibu. It's just that I end up selling it, like, because I guess it's just a flipper. I don't know. And I like, it's so hard to carry knives that I like, I get knives into review, I carry those, and then like when I'm done the review, they go into a case or whatever. And the next thing comes in, or, and I usually have 2 knives on me. Like today, I have the Arcona Arcona Nettle F. This thing's fucking awesome. This is a Knife Nuts podcast edition or whatever. I don't know. It's called Chaotic Carbon Fiber or Chaos Carbon Fiber. Kind of looks like just black camo carbon, but it's some cool shit. It's really nice, and it fucking weighs nothing for like a 3.5-inch knife.
It's got some thin blade stock, it looks like. Yeah,
it's pretty thin. It's got a swedge at the top, makes it look thinner, but
yeah, okay.
Fucking love this thing. Getting used to flicking it, and it works really well. Lefty, it's got a reversible clip. So I got this in today. I was carrying my Vero Synapse Lefty because tomorrow's the drop, and I was, I just figured I'd carry it today. And I had that in pocket until that showed up, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll carry that. But that's what happens, As soon as something hits the case, it's like it has to be pretty special for it to come back out regularly. And then I had the Javelina in my back pocket, which is another part of it is now I basically have one of your knives in my pocket as a secondary or primary all the time.
So now that you've been carrying slip joints for basically about a year, right? Like, what's your take on having a pocket knife in the pocket as opposed to clipped on your pants?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I'm not like anti-clip or anything.
Sure, but beforehand, it's not something you had even contemplated.
No, I contemplated. I just thought it was dumb as fuck. But I started getting this. I think Troy helped a lot with the slips. Like, there's just something. I've said it before. Like, there's just something about the slips. They make the knife better. Like, I don't know. There's something about it, but yeah, that combination of like your knives and his slips definitely changed that. I even like the pants I buy now are perfect for carrying slip joints because they have this like kind of back like mag pocket, they call it. Fits your phone perfectly. So I carry my phone in the back one on the right, and then the left one I put whatever's in a slip. But yeah, just the slimness of it, and I don't know. I have no problem carrying it.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that because, I even got an email from someone the other day who really wants one of these knives made with a pocket clip.
Dude, fuck that. Sorry.
And I asked people to give me their feedback. So, and I'm genuinely curious what people think. But, I would hope people would give it a chance. It's like, try it in your pocket. You know, even next to, like, I carry mine in my right pocket, and that same pocket has my keys and my
Yeah, I can't
AirPods
do
in it.
that. I
Or
can't
my,
carry
I'm sorry, I
multiple
got that
things.
backwards. I go 2 things in each pocket: phone and knife in the left, keys and AirPods in the right. Because the phone and the knife kind of sit, you know, they sit together like this. They're not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
That's fucking weird.
And frankly, my phone is out of my pocket most of the day.
That's true. Put a paper bag on your head with a knife picture on it. Totally got gifted a membership. I'm too poor from buying knives to purchase my own. Hey, what up, Casey? Todd Carr. What's going on, Byron? How's it going? Is Jack Wolf going to design a frame lock?
Do you guys want me to design a frame lock? I mean,
I don't.
it's Jack Wolf knives, not Jack Wolf slip joints. So not exactly my forte, but
you got to do whatever you think makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, well, just like I said, I'm always interested in what people have to say. But if I did what everybody wanted me to do, I'd be all over the map.
Yep. Here's that
I'm gonna
one.
go get a. I'll be back in a second. I get a my fingerprints.
That's the Kingpin, loaned in by somebody. It's cool. I think ultimately it's not for me aesthetically, and then the spring's just really weak. The action's good, but the spring's just weak for me. Jurassic Jack, what up, dude? How you doing, Brian? Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's hard for me to think about you doing something that's not a slip joint, but you know, it would probably be interesting.
Well, I certainly got my hands full with slip joints right now.
Yeah, and the clip thing. So just get one of these. Like, I don't understand what these people are thinking. Like, it's literally the same thing, except you're protecting your knife. Like, just get a clip slip and shut up. Like, I don't understand. I use it sometimes. I enjoy clip slips. So it's good. I don't know. It's just weird to me that they're like, well, that's weird. It's like, what? You just asked for a slip joint with a clip, and you're saying a clip slip is weird?
Right. I mean, it's a surprising amount of people who, for them, the fact that these do not have pocket clips is a deal breaker.
Yeah, but those people, that's their excuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. How many more do you think you'd sell if it had a clip on it?
Dude, probably. Now, if I was going to do it, let's say I had a run of 500 knives. Well, if I had 100 each of 5 colors, I would do 100 of them with the clip if they let me do it and see how they do. I don't think I'd want to make 500 with a clip.
I wouldn't want it. Like, I would still want the knife, but I would want it less now that it had a clip. Like, part of the fun of it for me is the slip, is the fact that it has nothing that gets in the way ergonomically, you know? Oh, yeah, and the fact that it makes it completely ambidextrous. Like, would you then do a reversible clip, which is going to make your one side look ugly?
Dude, I don't even like reversible clips, and I'm left-handed. So there you go. Yeah. Not a fan of them. I don't love pocket clips, right? I'm a slip joint guy. I like having the knife in my pocket. I don't really particularly enjoy having a knife clipped to my pocket because then I can't get my damn hand in my pocket, or you're always rubbing against the knife.
Saying it would work for bigger models like the Benny's clip.
So my question is this: if the knife needs 2 hands to open, what do you really gain? The only thing people say that makes sense is they don't want a knife in the bottom of their pocket or something like that. But it's like, well, what about the clip slip? Right.
I think that what you should do if you're going to do a clip is just make a locking version of X knife. Like, do the midnight as a front flipper or something, and then add a fucking clip to it. And like, so it's different. It'll have the clip. Like, because those people who want the clip, they want it to be a locking knife.
Pretty much, dude. They want it to be a one-handed thing.
They just like the design, or they want to be a part of the experience, but they have to have a clip. So, like, if you gave them a locking knife, they'd be even happier. Like, you could do like go old school, do a back lock and add a clip.
Well, dude, honestly, the back lock is the more logical thing because it's a really traditional knife, you know.
And it's something that Colin and I have been talking about. We have a back lock design. We need to tweak it and get it going. But it's something that, like what you did with slip joints, I think it's a market that can be brought back, I think.
Yeah.
It's underserved, so to speak.
The only
Spyderco basically owns it. Spyderco and Cold Steel own it.
100%. I was going to say the exact same thing. It'd be dead if it wasn't for the lingering buck knives and Spyderco and Cold Steel.
With the tail lock shit or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they've been making those locking knives. Oh, man, I just put a drop of oil in this and just really fabulous.
Which one's that?
I'm just playing. I got them all. I got all 5 piggies.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was the purple one. Just needed it. I could tell.
Yeah, dude, that trick I found that somebody told me about, where you put a little bit, you like pop the spring out a little bit, put a little bit of oil along the sides. Mm-hmm. That shit works really well in conjunction with, oiling the tangs. So what I use is I put a small amount of KPL ultralight down into the washers, mm-hmm. and then I put a little bit along the spring, and I work that in for a little bit. And then I hit the tang corners with KPL heavy, and I work that in. That combination of things just like fucking washes all the shit out, breaks it in, and then it's like pimp for the next, month. I don't need to worry about it. And I play with these things. I literally play with these things for 2 or 3 weeks straight, nonstop. Because I don't have any knife dominate my pocket the way yours do when I review them. Like, I review a knife, I carry it a few days. If I really like it, I'll carry it a week, and then, I'll push myself to be like, all right, I got to do this review because I got to move on. But, because of your schedule and shit, it almost gives me a schedule. So I get it from you, and then it goes in my pocket until we do this live stream, and then tomorrow I'll throw up some reels about it. And then for me, after that, as soon as I get that slip in the mail from Troy, I'm putting this cyborg that I got in my pocket to let that break in. And then you'll send me a new one in a couple of weeks, and then the same thing will happen. And, and then it's maybe once a month or every other month, I'll throw whichever knife in my pocket again, So, yeah, it's fucking, but,
relentless.
Boy, what up? I'm skipping ahead. My bear doesn't have a clip, and I love the ever-loving Shook. Just get a clip slip. I don't understand that. Maybe, dude, that would be a good idea. That's what I would recommend, is have clip slips made and promote them. Well, that would be easier and less of a pain in the ass than trying to make a clip knife.
I agree. And, in the beginning, I didn't do it because Molly and Justin and Lancelot, they made those, and that was kind of the go-to, and I could just point people his way. But the stock situation's been spotty. They got some new ones, so that's cool.
Sorry, who are we talking about?
OCD for EDC.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah,
I don't know how many they have though.
That's what I'm saying. The stock situation's been spotty. They're in stock, they're out of stock.
Yeah, I got this, and then I did a video or whatever, and I think they had 5, and they all sold out. and that's all they had. They ordered more, but like, yeah, I don't know how many they have, but it would be cool if it was something you could advertise a little bit.
Yeah, like if
You
I
know?
bought 100 of them from
Yeah,
someone.
or if you went, like, could you work with him and put your logo on it? I think you did that with the other ones.
That was what we did with the first one. Justin 3D printed my logo, and then I'm in like a plastic stamp.
Yeah.
And those first ones from Lancelot had the logo on them.
Yeah, so I don't know if you could do that again, but like, you know, if he's the only one selling them, it makes it a little harder for you to advertise them because you can't send a batch to different dealers and have them promote them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I like to think that I'm already going a step above by giving everybody one of these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to step on the toes of all the leather makers out there who might take custom orders. But frankly, I don't think enough guys are making clip slips.
Nobody makes clip slip. I mean, there's guys, but it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know how many you would sell. I think it's just something to offer to shut those people up.
Yeah.
But it's also a cool thing that I like having one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need a clip slip for every knife like I do one of Troy's slips, you know? And the only time I use the clip slip is when I'm waiting on Troy's slip to show up for X knife.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it when I do use it, but as soon as that slip shows up, boom. So I don't know. And the weird thing about the slips is I'm not like a patina guy. I really hate brass and copper and shit. But the way the slips patina is fucking, it's like a whole different thing.
Dude, leather's a different, like you want leather to break in, you know, like you got a baseball mitt from the store, you know, it kind of sucked until it broke in, you know?
This one's fucking just,
dude, that looks so good.
Yeah. And it just keeps getting better because that red is just showing up.
What is
they
that,
have all
Merlot?
different colors. We're doing for the Cyborg, he ordered yellow. So it's yellow underneath, and then it's gonna have green stitching. So it'll be yellow and green, and then I guess it'll be black until that all wears in. Dude, it's fucking cool. But like, yeah, this is a locking knife that I love this knife. And it's so much nicer having it in a slip than if it had a clip because it's way more comfortable in the hand. To me, it feels like it almost makes it a little more lefty friendly because it doesn't have the clip on there that's right-handed.
I agree. You know, Chris Reeve used to sell his knives with a leather slip. I can't remember which models. If it
they
was
still come
Sabensis.
with them, I think.
No, I don't think. Well,
Menundi does probably.
Maybe that's the one. But you know, at least they recognize that. But I just wonder how many of those ever got used. What do I think would be the best all around?
He won't fucking rank them because he's a pussy.
Well, I could try to answer this question.
The best.
All around, I would have to go with something with some belly on it because if you have the straight edge, it excels at certain things, but then isn't as good of an all-arounder.
I'm gonna go.
I'd say low drag.
I was about to say low drag or vampire, but probably low drag.
Low drag or even the K9 would be a good all-arounder.
Well, the tip on the K9's not as versatile.
Correct. I think yeah.
I wish I had I keep all my Jack Wolfs in this glass fucking like really nice case, so I can't drag it in here every time. I wish I had them right here when I did these lives. So, but there's more tip on the low drag than on the K9.
It's not that dramatic, but you are right.
You have one there?
Yeah, I got them all.
Yeah, so you get more. Yeah, it's not as much, but it's more of a penetrating tip.
Yeah, and then this rakes in versus this is a little more straight.
The low drag has the best, just pure cutting through material feeling out of all. Even like the Venom, which is a beautiful Warney, the way the low drag just eats shit because of that whatever you call it, where it's like thin and then it gets thicker into the belly. It just sucks everything in and destroys it. It's my favorite knife I've ever cut with. And I mean, I'm not like a hard user or anything, but I noticed a substantial difference compared to anything else I've used. There's nothing wrong. I love the K9, dude. I was surprised by how much I love the K9. So my Sebenza came in a slip 2 months ago.
Okay, cool.
So they are doing it. I thought they came with one. Man, nobody ever uses them, I guess. I think I saw Shane Gables in here. What up, dude?
I haven't seen that dude around in a minute. What up, Shane? Shane, you going to Blade, Texas? Isn't he in Alabama?
Yeah, it's just Lefty and Mattisfaction. What? Oh, shit. Sorry, Joe. My brother.
What up,
Joe?
Joe?
What's up, brother? Oh, look, there's a picture of Zoe. Wait, it's Zoe, right? Not Zoe. I was going to say Zoe, but that's my wife's friend, Zoe. The dog is awesome. That dog, I wanted to take her home like after 5 minutes of being in his house. Realistically, anyone wants to keep a knife and throw a clip on it is a real easy process. Something that could be done by anyone using simple home tools. Not me, dude. I would fuck that up big time. Don't underestimate how
handy.
Yeah, unhandy. Is there a term for that?
Handless.
Like, dude, I feel cool when I like fucking, hang a fucking picture or, I swapped out my doorknobs, my locks for key code ones. I felt pretty fucking cool after that. But, you guys are like putting up drywall and fucking building bathrooms and shit. Like, I can't do any of that.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. I'm more of a computer guy.
Pay another guy. Yep. I learned that one from my dad, unfortunately. Slips also help keep the knife vertical in your pocket. I don't know about y'all, but I hate when a knife goes sideways in my pocket. Hey, is that a knife or are you just... All right. Well, Troy, we know you're selling yourself here, but I will say, even in like...
He's right, though.
No, well, yes. But like I said, I have this kind of like mag pocket up here. And that's where I carry it. Today, even, I had to kind of like get in there and try to get it back to vertical because it leaned down like this and it was sideways. I had to kind of pop it. So it happens.
Yeah, dude, that pocket's designed to hold a 30-round magazine, though. It's like...
Well, honestly, it's designed to hold a fucking cell phone perfectly.
Yeah.
They call it a mag pocket, but like the ones on my 511s and my Vertex jeans, they're like thin. They're made for mags. These
Pistol
are clearly
mags.
made wider to fit a phone.
It's for a rifle mag, bro. It's for a P-mag.
Maybe. I don't think so. That's all marketing. Still have my Menundi slip. It's waiting to be used once you make the Jurassic Jack.
What is the Jurassic Jack supposed to look like again? I forget. I know you told me about it, but what blade shape am I supposed to put on there? Like a Stegosaurus blade?
Stegosaurus blade. Yo, what up, dude? What's popping, bro? Love that new Brittany blue. Yeah, it's the one I have.
There we go. I'll get that out. Where is it? Right. No, that's not it. Oh, it's in the sheath.
You getting the Stegosaurus out?
Yep.
Yeah, see, you can see
my camera's
lighting. It's a lot more teal. You can also see it better. But that example has more blue in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cherry picked this one for myself. I'm not going to lie.
I was about to say that.
You know what? That's the benefit of being the owner. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't always do it, but sometimes I see one. I'm like, that one is mine.
Yeah, I usually end up keeping fucked up knives. Like knives that are off center or have a fucking stiff ass detent, like obnoxiously stiff. I'm like, fuck it, that's perfect. Yo, Nick, with the current rate of inflation, this $10 will be worth $12.38 by the time Kev reads it. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, man. Software sales director. There you go.
Look at the hollow grind. Woo.
Surprised, Troy. I'm surprised you haven't reached out to me via email to run an ad on my channel. I get those like fucking 3 times a week from different softwares and video games.
What kind of software, Troy? Leisure Suit Larry?
Dude, remember that fucker?
Yep.
The Jurassic Jack would be a dino pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Joint. Is that a dino pattern?
Yeah, it's Dino. His dog was Dino.
Oh.
And so that's right. I remember now. So to do a Dino, I wouldn't be able to do that without asking his permission. Like legally I could, but morally I wouldn't feel right jacking his pattern without his permission. I've bought a couple knives from him, but it was years ago. But hopefully he comes to a blade show because I'd love to meet him. And maybe if the conversation, was appropriate, I could ask him because other makers have made them. I've got one put away with Rag My Car to Scales. It's pretty sweet.
Any update on the Doom Jack Tanto in purple carbon?
So I really do want to design a slip joint with a Tanto blade. I've been thinking about it a lot the last couple weeks. It's just the question is when. And you know how, I don't know if anybody here is a designer, has an artistic pursuit, but if you don't do it for a while, it's almost intimidating to try to start again. And so that's where I'm in the headspace. I haven't designed a knife in a long time. So to sit down and do it, I know I'm going to struggle. And it's like, it's hard to make myself do it. So, but this weekend I'd like to try.
Yeah.
Just throw yourself into it. I know, but the creative headspace is.
Luckily, the way we do it is like, just get an idea and just do it.
Well, yeah, but you don't do it.
I mean, I do the initial drawing.
I know, but he's got to hash it together.
About
I'm talking about a CAD drawing.
If you're talking about CAD, then yeah, we're not doing that at all, honestly.
Doesn't Colin
pretty close though?
Colin does something.
What?
He does things to a high level of precision.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying it's not CAD.
Right.
I've been trying to bug him to go through courses or whatever it would be to learn CAD. Just dick around with it, but it involves having time, which having full-time job doesn't make it too easy to do that.
No, dude. I would love to take some Fusion 360 classes, but it's not in the cards yet. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's Brian, right? Transparent Knives. His name's Brian.
Yeah.
Take it. Brian, I hear what you're saying, but for me, dude, I would just have to I would not feel comfortable unless I talk to him. The slip joint dudes is a pretty small group of those makers. I'm friends with all those guys. And, there's always like a little bit of, I don't want to say drama, but maybe like a little bit of hard feelings.
You just hit them up and just be like, yo, dude, I'm thinking about doing whatever. I don't know.
Well, I like I'm saying, if I was going to even try to interpret that pattern, I would just want to have a chat with him first, preferably in person at a knife show. I know he used to come to the blade show. So look, I got a lot of time ahead of me. So I'll get a chance to have that conversation with him. Can we talk about the flow you have going on? It's a serious head of lettuce. What are you talking about? My mullet? I've been working on it for months.
I'll stay in the 2D world.
Yeah, that's where I live. I actually have a lot to learn on the 2D CAD still too, but I'm dangerous enough. That's for sure.
Talking about CAD, I got these in yesterday from Sharp Eye Design. Dude's a fucking wizard in CAD. which is why his knives come out this fucking good from Riot.
That's interesting. The way that Fuller kind of just climbs up to daylight, you know what I'm saying? Out of the hole. That one's more my speed.
Yeah, so this one I like better aesthetically, but you can see there so the blade's lighter. And the whole knife is lighter, actually, you can tell, which is interesting. So personally, I really like the drop point, but the detent and the action on this one is better because it has such a heavier blade that it just fucking swings down, like glides down. So I don't know. I really like this one for the action. I like the other one for aesthetic, so it kind of makes it difficult. But these are sick. Will there be a left-handed version called the Stranger Jack? If I
Is that like
can't
when you
have
sit on
the
your
Jurassic Jack for a while, I'd like a what? Waifu? Jack?
waifu? That's some kind of like, isn't that like a anime term or something?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Educate us, Brian.
Yeah, let us know.
We're really good at what we do. Ben, why have a Fuller and a hole if you can't use it to deploy? But why have a Fuller and hole if you can't use it to deploy?
You can. It's not. I don't know if he meant it to be deployable.
Could just be aesthetic. Take some weight out of the blade.
It's definitely aesthetic, but I can flick it. I mean, it's not easy. I gotta like catch it right. And the main reason for that is this. Just listen to this detent.
Holy crap, dude.
He has his own system. It's a detent nub in there, but
is that not too much detent? I guess
no,
if you have
like
a flipper, it's not.
Just flipping it.
Yeah.
It's the way he has this detent nub thing going. But you can see I can actually kind of have play, like detent play, which I kind of hate. But it's just the way it's like a pyramid, not a ball. It's actually a steel detent nub. It's interesting. I also got in this Mad Tanto from Kaiser. Damn Designs design, which in my opinion is ugly as fuck, but it's cool as a knife.
I like how the spine is like an arc all the way from the tip to the back. Like I really like that element of the design.
I get that, but then having it be like a Tanto throws that off because that's a rounded feature, and that, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean everything beneath that arc I would have done. I mean, if I like that feature, but you could do a different knife entirely incorporating that feature.
Yeah. Yep. I got that one in, and then I got this one's called the Kaiser Spot. In my video, I said, "Is that kind of like a spade blade?" And then I was like, "I don't even think I know what a spade blade is.
No,
what's a fucking spade blade?"
I'll go get one.
I pictured it as like a reverse Tanto kind of blade.
No. My earbuds might drop, but I'll be back.
I'd just say this is a reverse Tanto. And if you try to tell me it's not because it's not sharpened up here, I will come through this screen and fucking attack you. This is actually pretty good. Detent's really good. Action's good.
All right, this is a spade blade.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of a reverse.
So it has belly, and then it has essentially like a blunted tip.
Yeah.
See how this is. So when
that's
you're
exactly
slicing
what I was thinking. It's I don't have the original prototype. It's I don't have the original prototype, but it looked more like that.
Yeah.
It had more of a snubby tip.
But
Like
that's
the Urban EDC Baby Barlow kind of has it too.
the point of the spay blade is when you're taking the nuts off the bull. Then if you get him with this tip inside
Right.
of the leg, you're not going to
Fuck
ruin
'em
his
up.
day any worse than you already have.
Yeah. I think that's all for like new shit that I got this week. Oh, I got in some Asher knives. I don't think you guys saw this. This is really cool. This is the Spiro Axis style lock. Probably my favorite of his Axis style knives.
What is the appropriate generic term for an axis lock since we can't call
Crossbar
them that?
lock.
Crossbar?
Yeah. Oh, I got this fucking knife in. Forgot about this. This thing is ugly as fuck. This is the Pete's Pirate knife from that pirate guy.
Who is Pete's Pirates? Who's Pirate Pete or whatever his name is?
So he's
Who
like
is he?
this big influencer that all these people fucking worship because he's like, I guess he photographs stuff well. And he does like pirate shit. He's got like, you know, brass and fucking booty in his pictures. It's beyond me.
Is he in the EDC scene like the
Like by
trinkets and all that
default,
stuff?
he kind of is a little bit. You know what I mean? Like he touches it.
I see.
I don't think it's like his main thing. Some of you guys watching are probably Pete fans. His name's Peter McKinnon. What's his like thing? I think he's just I think he's just a big ass like YouTuber. I don't know.
I don't know. I never heard of him.
He got into EDC. It says okay. With a $5,000 camera, you can photograph well too. So here's the knife, and man. So
I don't hate the handle.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's the same handle they did on the utility knife from Big Idea Design. So this is a collaboration, and I've heard a lot of people say it's a one screw construction, and then they say, yeah, so there's a pivot screw here, and then this is the only screw that holds it. And I'm like, that's two, you fuck. Like that's two screws, not one. You could say it only shows one, maybe. You can see that fucking screw though. Anyway, it has this Vero style flipper, and the detent is too soft. And then it has an S35 end blade. And this thing was like $280 or something. In S30 and tie, you're paying $100 for this really nice packaging.
Is it on bearings?
Yeah, it's on. Dude, the bearings are the weirdest bearings I've ever seen. Comes in this plastic box that everybody says is wood, but it's definitely plastic. And like, dude, the coolest thing here is this Ranger eye. This Ranger eye is dope. It's like got a pirate face and it's all blacked out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing in the package, in my opinion. Anyway, so the bearings, they're like the tiniest 1 millimeter bearings with a chintzy plastic cage. I mean, I was shocked by the bearings in here. But anyway, once you get used to the flipper, it works. It has a really good hollow grind, like a deep hollow grind. So that's nice. I do enjoy that. I find the logo placement really weird. Like why it wasn't put down below that line instead of across the line kind of bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, I would have just put it in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there and not down here or up here or wherever. But yeah, I don't know. Just doesn't do anything for me. But
it kind of got
if you're a big fan of his, it's collectible kind of shit or whatever, you know.
It's kind of like it's got Vero vibes because the flipper, and it's kind of got Lander vibes.
Banter vibes, yeah.
Or banter. Yeah, sorry, banter.
Yeah. Well, they did just say he's a guy who, and then he got into EDC. So maybe, he got into EDC and maybe he knows Vero and Ben, and I don't know. Who knows? Honestly, doesn't matter either. But not my style at all. But I'm glad I got to check it out because everybody was going nuts over it.
Speaking about stuff made out of titanium, look what I ordered, bro.
Oh, you did? You got that?
I got it.
Nice. How is it?
Well, I like how small it is. It fits in one of the little loops in my pouch real good. It's only 3 feet. So for long boxes, you're going to have to like hold your spot with your finger and do the rest. And as far as the performance of the tape, like it doesn't really hold a candle to that Milwaukee 6-foot one I had, but you don't buy this for that reason. You buy it because it's small.
How long is it?
3 feet.
All right, it has enough for most things.
For most things. And it has metric on it, which I like.
Thank you, Chris. He says, let me buy that off you. Sup. Yeah, if I got to see, because Big Idea Design sent it to me. I did a video already that I'll post eventually, but I don't want to just sell it or give it away before. I don't know. I like to hang on to shit a little bit. But love my PPK knife, but to each his own. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. But are you a fan of Pete? Because that's my theory on this is people who are a fan of him, it's part of the experience. So you're more likely to like the knife, I don't know how to explain that better. Well, no, I don't mean it in a negative way.
No, that's not a negative thing.
I love Ben, so it makes me like his knives better. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the flip side is you might like be willing to give someone's knives a try, but if you find out they're a dick, you're like, well, I'm not buying that knife. Dude, that guy's a dick.
I'm known for that. I will not budge on that shit. If somebody's a dick, I'm out. I can't, even if the knife is amazing, I can't deal with it. Don't sell anything to Carco. Sell it to me. See, I could tell a bunch of people would like this knife, even though I don't. But it happens. I'm not selling it right now, guys. It's not. Yeah, I just got it, and it was sent to review, so I'm not going to do that. You're right. I like the PPK and the yeah. I really like the Lander because I like Ben. That knife, normally, if you take all those things and put them together and told me, I would say, fuck that. I want nothing to do with that knife. D2? But I bought 2 of those. I bought another pouch today. Garage Built Gear did a drop, and I got in on it, but fucking the last 2 I got, they don't have Velcro, which sucks because I'm kind of into the REs.
Why do they make them without Velcro?
I don't know. Ask the guy in his garage. I don't fucking know. But they're just sitting in my bag anyway. I have them all set up now. I got the 2. I think I showed you before. I got the 2 set up with my KPL and my maintenance shit and all that. And then I just got this new one. I'm going to put I'm going to put a power brick and a couple cords and shit. And that'll be in the front pocket. And then my backpack will be all set up.
I'm only waiting on one more item for my pouch, and that's the titanium Sharpie.
Yeah, dude, I'm waiting on that too. They keep hitting me up, and they're like, we're going to get it to you. I'm like, okay, dude. Thank you.
And, dude, my Smooth Precision pen shipped today.
Yeah, I thought they were going to ship soon. You mentioned they have a whole page showing when each project is going to be done. Where? And they recently changed their whole process where they were making 3,000 pens a month, and they've cut it down to 500 so they can focus on making cooler pens and getting them out faster and not having people wait. So
I heard that spiel. Where's the page that talks about what's shipping and all that? Is that on Instagram?
I think so. Yeah, I went to Instagram. I just went to the bio. It took me right there. but there should be a page for it. I can pull it up. Let's see. They seem like good people. That guy seems cool.
Yeah, he sent out an email saying like, "Hey, thanks for your purchase. Would love to know what you think." Blah blah blah, and I responded to it, and he responded right back to me.
Yeah. They're starting tomorrow. They're starting some new subscription thing. I'm gonna try to sign up for it, and they have a Zerk Dragon Scale dropping tomorrow. I think. Pretty stoked on that. So this is the regular pen. I do wish they would go back to the plunger version though. The old version I have. I like the plunger better than having a fucking T8 at the top. I don't know if I can show you what I mean. Have you ever seen the old version?
No, I don't think so.
So like you see here how the bolt comes down.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a cap at the top. Well, the cap has a T8 in the center of it that you can see. That's all it is tooling for a T8.
Mm-hmm.
It used to have a plunger that came out of the top. I gotta find it. There's got to be. Let me.
What was the plunger for?
Well, so I asked all these questions because urban survival gear, tie scribe. I should have a video on it, but here you go. You can see that clearly. Well, if I shared that, so here.
While you do that, I'm gonna answer a question from Merceau. Is that how we say that? Muir Salt.
We've been trying every time, dude.
I'm gonna go with Moyer Salt. He said, "So how much would you save if the Jack Wolves just came as a knife and not with all the Happy Meal toy box?" I would say it's irrelevant because it's never going to happen. So hopefully that answers your question.
It does not answer his question, but all right.
No. But it's moot.
My guess would be like,
oh, I see it on the top.
$35. But I'd rather pay $35 more if I'm already spending.
Is that a clicker that you can click down and drive the mechanism down?
That's why they got rid of it, I think, because they probably got too many people bitching about that.
Yeah.
You can push down on it, but then you still have to slide the bolt over. It doesn't like click into place if you click down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want that. It's kind of seems like it doesn't work right.
But it has the logo on the top of it instead of like tooling or whatever, right?
Bro, you're gonna let tooling bother you that much?
I'm gonna go get mine and I'll show you what I do.
Yeah, Steve says the version with the plunge looks like the version they sell on Tinker Force. I was on the Tinker Force website today and I saw those pens.
All right. So, did they have the older ones on there?
Well, that's what Steve in the comments just said. And they might because it doesn't say Smooth Precision. It says Urban Survival
That's what
Gear.
it used to be called. They changed their name recently, but it's the same shop.
Right. But I'm saying if you go to the Tinker Force page.
Yeah, they did a run of limited ones for Ukraine a while ago. They're probably they haven't sold through.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You get the plunger on top and it doesn't click in or anything, but you can click and then like rotate it and get it to lock in or whatever, right? Like, so it still gives it some fidget factor.
Yeah.
But it has a logo on it. You see that kind of?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I can't make it out, but I can see it's there. Kind of fading in.
Versus this just has a fucking T8, right? Now, when I heard they got rid of the plunger, I figured, okay, cool. Like, I would rather get rid of this plunger and have it be shorter, and then it could maybe fit in my pouch or whatever, right? But they got rid of it. It's still the same exact height.
Well, did he have to modify like the mechanism somehow?
So I asked, right? I was like, because my brain didn't comprehend right away. I'm sure some of you guys are gonna, but he's like, you have three options. Either you have the plunger at the top, you have the cap and keep it the same length, or you have a hole you have a hole. So when the mechanism slides down or whatever, that takes up space, like whatever,
Right.
when it's
Yeah.
so like you have to have that amount of space there for it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you can see that quite clearly because when you buckle it down, there's still metal above the clip.
Right. So I guess what he means by a hole is, I don't know if he meant there'd be a hole here or at the top. I wasn't sure what he meant there, but I understand the other two options. My brain initially was like, oh, well, it could just be shorter then because it doesn't. But like, to me, I'd rather have this plunger and the cool logo than have a flat top with the tooling on it if it's going to be the same length anyway.
I guess I could give two shits about either one.
Yeah, well, to me, because I've had this for a year. I've played with this, like, fucked with the plunger. It's kind of fun to push in and then click over.
Yeah, I guess the question did you ask was why did you change it? Because that'd be the interesting.
I forget.
No,
I think he might have told me, but I forget. I think my guess is it's easier to manufacture, but I don't know. Somebody else might know. But yeah, so that's kind of the difference there. But this is the original one, I guess. This Tie Scribe Go Mini, and then this is the new Smooth Precision pen. This is the Dragon Scale, which is fucking dope. I would have liked a black one, but whatever. So I think that was the point I was getting at. So let me pull up the page we were trying to get to. So
this dog is not going to leave me alone.
That's cool.
Oscar.
All right, so support maybe it would be under limited editions. So here they now have this, like they're only making 500 knives in February.
350.
So I guess they're down to 350
now.
now.
I see.
It should say out of 500, but whatever.
I got an email that they're selling now just a hardware kit, not a hardware kit, but a tool kit.
It looks weird to me. I don't know why you need all this.
Well, that's a torque wrench, so you get proper torque.
I guess.
Like it has a torque that breaks at a certain inch pounds. But I mean, can I just like not take my knife apart and just put a new refill in? Pen, and not need all that stuff, hopefully?
You just take the cap off the front.
So, but then why do people
so you can swap clips and plungers and shit, I guess.
Oh.
Because people, like you can see here, if I show you, the clip doesn't have hardware on the outside. You have to get in there to get the clip off.
Yeah.
So that's what that's for. So people, because they sell like Timascus and Zircuti clips and shit.
I see.
I'm trying to find the damn. This is the one I ordered, this black camo one. Waiting for that fucker to come.
Black multicam or something?
Yeah. Shipping status. Here it is. So they have blue Dragon Flame scales, and they tell you production status, polishing status, expected ship date, Zerk pens. They look sick, the Zerk ones. And then here's the one I got. This one, black camo.
No guts, no glory.
Yeah, I mean, that's gay, but whatever. They have no expected ship date because they're waiting on Cerakote, I guess. Which sucks, but
that's what I got.
Valhalla. Yeah, the black ones are sexy. But
that's the one I got. Well, yeah, it's blasted. I don't think it was black. I think it was just blasted.
Okay. Yeah, they do. I think they do black, which is Cerakote. Then they do stonewash, which is this.
Yeah, that one's a stonewash with the milling in it. Yeah.
Which I like still dark looks cool. I like how dark I mean, it's not like a stonewash I've seen on anything else.
I don't know how they get it that dark.
It's extremely uniform and mad dark. Yeah, it's crazy. That pen's awesome, by the way.
I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah. I got so many pens in the last like week. It's weird how that happens. All of a sudden, I'm like a pen guy.
You found the pen hole and went down in it.
Pete Pirate Knife is sweet. Awesome.
Let's see which one I'll play.
I know Tri-State's a big pen guy. Don't get me started on pens, see? But you're like a fountain pen guy.
Dude, you're talking to two lefties. We can't mess with fountain pens.
Yeah, fuck that. How much do those pens go for? They start at like $150.
You can get this Big Idea design one for $100. I would say
that one's made in China, which is why.
Right.
These are U.S. made in Texas.
I thought their standard one was like $125. Or did I just am I just remembering that wrong?
Maybe if it's like on sale or something, I'll look. I have a link actually to their site if anybody wants to use it because it's an affiliate link. Helps me out. And they actually, I don't know why, but they give like 20% commission. Like it's an obscene amount. I've only ever, I think 15 is like the max I've ever gotten from a company. But
are you talking about Smooth Precision?
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't use authorized dealers. They're just treating you like an authorized dealer.
Yeah. They do have dealers, though.
They do?
At least they used to. I mean, I bought my first one from Urban EC.
But that might have been
when it was
special
Urban
project.
What?
That might have just been a special project, too, not like a regular stocking
I mean,
dealer.
it's the same pen, but
no, I guess what I'm saying is
it was
might have just been
or something.
Yeah, maybe just a one-off project instead of having a routine dealer network.
My Benny's clip is on the way back. I loaned it out.
Oh, yeah, to who?
West Coast EDC.
Yeah, I watched his video. That's right.
Oh, you did?
He was pretty stoked on it. Yeah, I came across it.
Cool. I haven't seen it.
It was an unboxing. What other cool stuff can we look at? Yeah, he did. He did.
Yo, B, what up?
I gotta feel like if you're a knife guy and you just like a well-made knife, unless you just have some bias against slip joints and feel like you gotta hate them, like how are you not gonna at least think these are cool? Like you don't have to love them, but I think you're gonna think these are cool.
I think the key to the people who don't, this is weird, but the people who aren't into it, it's because they haven't handled it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times you get like a hater in the comments, and I'm just like, listen, I'll fucking send you one. Like, you just need to handle one, and then you'll understand. I never get a reply when I say that.
Yeah, because they're not in the comments to have a serious conversation about knives. They're just
exactly.
You know, they must be getting boring in their mom's basement.
Yep. Slip joint is what it all started, man.
That's right.
Grew up on case. Slips are cool. Everyone wants an auto or spring load. I don't think that's true anymore. But
it is a common journey, though, that knife guys will take, you know, when they kind of get new to the hobby. It's like, oh, I want a switchblade. And then it's like you get a Microtech, and it's like, yeah, this thing's kind of cool to play with, but like it's not really meant for cutting stuff. It's meant for jabbing in between someone's ribs.
That's what I liked about the Hogue compound which I actually sold because somebody reached out about it, and I think I do like this live wire better. This actually has like a decent blade on it that I can use for EDC stuff. It's not just like a dagger.
Oh,
You know what I
still,
mean?
man. I mean, there's not a tremendous amount of height on those blades, and so they have really wedgy grinds.
I don't know,
And
man. Hold on.
they're just self-defense weapons, dude. First and foremost, any OTF. Yeah, but that's a saber grind.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty good grind, I think.
Go 10-15% up the edge and measure it.
Compared to like a Microtech or something.
Dude, I have
It's
a
way better.
Microtech. Yeah, I'm not saying some aren't better than others. I'm just
Yeah.
suggesting
But
that
that's why
those
I like
knives are
this
designed for
one
self-defense.
and the Hogue one. I don't think this is meant for that. I don't think so. That's why I like it, because it seems like it's made more for EDC than for self-defense. The Hogue was the same way that I had. That one had like a really good grind. It was thin behind the edge. Better than this one, but I just like this one better in general. This is for fucking self-defense. Like, you know.
It ain't that much different, bro.
But this one's actually pretty thin. I mean, you see the stock. It's not like stupid thick or anything. But then you have this stupid like dagger grind at the top.
Those are designed for sticking into someone's. Those are designed for sticking into somebody. That's what that knife is for. That knife is not.
But I wouldn't
for
say
slicing
this one
food.
is.
Well,
yeah, it's got sort of a pointed, but I mean, look at your vampire. Like,
yeah, I mean, I did that on purpose, you know, primarily so you have a pokey tip and aesthetic, but you're not stabbing anyone with this thing. And it's got the ridiculous hollow. What I'm trying to say is if you buy an OTF with a dagger-like grind, that knife's primary function is for poking holes in flesh.
yeah.
And if this knife locked, this would be real good at that too.
Halo is for opening letters. Jack Wolf OTF with a half stop.
Oh, that'd be crazy, huh? You know, you guys probably know that, but you can't even import switchblades from China.
Yeah, you gotta like put them. You gotta like do the last part yourself.
You gotta build them here. Yeah, look, I'm not saying you can't use an OTF for your everyday carry and cut and stuff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is their primary function is for stabbing people. Versus you get a slip joint like this with this grind. This is for slicing things, but it would make a poor some of these would make a very poor self-defense weapon. Like this is not a good self-defense blade. Now, if you got behind someone and slit their throat, you go right to their spine in no time, OJ style. But as a stabbing weapon, not the ticket.
Yeah.
Why is Tri-State boxing up and labeling boxes and tubes for 6 hours? What are you doing, bro?
Boxing up. I don't know. Sounds like he wants to tell us. What are you doing, Tri-State? What are you selling?
Primary purpose of slip joint is to open your Metamucil jar. That's true. And to pick the salad out of your dentures. Movie posters to channel members.
Hope you get the studio finished up. What does tubes have to do with?
We don't know what you're talking about, bud. You got to clue us in. Oh, Chef Rocky and La Casa. What's up, bro?
What up, Rocky? He's selling movie posters for pen money. Is he really? I know he was selling shit because he wanted this fancy pen. Flip joint is just a fidget replacement for Kev. Hey, man, yeah, a lot of it is. And they do everything a normal knife can do for me because I'm not a hard use guy.
Because you don't spend time in the woods?
No, I'm not cool like that, apparently.
That's
Although I
done
did
like
have a company reach out. They want to send me a woods knife. So you might see a cool bushcrafting knife on the channel at some point.
Dude, you got to go drive to the Allegheny Mountains. You're in Pennsylvania, right? And just park your car on the side of the road, just take off into the wilderness with just your bushcraft knife and give us a Lefty bushcrafting video series.
Have you never seen my baton video?
No. Please tell me you have one.
I took a Civivi and batoned it to test to see if the hole, the top of the spine would break above the hole. I did get it to break eventually, but that thing took a beating. That was fun. Before or after taxes. Selling movie posters from when I ran a movie theater. All official double-side theater prints. Who the fuck wants that shit? What are these people paying for?
People love that stuff, man. That's like the real memorabilia.
That's charity, bro. That's them trying to help him get this pen. I'm just
if you have like Sylvester
Stallone
Cobra,
or
I'd get
to
one.
knife people. No more explaining. It's sleepy time. All right, I'll stop busting your balls then.
Sweet dreams.
What pen is it though? Because I kind of is it a fountain pen though?
Dude, that's a whole nother world. Those Japanese fountain pens with like Yaruchi like lacquer on them and all that kind of stuff.
The ones he was showing were ugly as fuck too.
Yeah, it's just we're probably not having as refined taste as he had.
Dude, I'm really into that Automog pen. I just want one that takes fucking Parkers.
Yep.
It's so sexy and comfortable and everything, dude.
Did you see on the website the one that has like...
I'm still selling my Saga, Rocky. Somebody buy my Saga.
There's like he's got the barrel, and then instead of kind of rounding out to where the hole is for the tip, it's like a cone. It's like conical. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, there's different versions.
Yo, Salamando, I'm primarily digital too, but I write on sticky notes all day, and I do keep a written to-do list. I try typing my to-do list in Apple Notes, but for some reason, it's just something to get it out of my brain, I got to write it down with my hand. That probably sounds super weird.
I'm kind of the same way. I just take notes randomly, and I don't know. But it's just, how often do I use that? Like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, it's just cool stuff.
But, yeah, exactly. But not everybody's ready to spend $100 on a pen. I get it.
Yeah.
Because you can get one that works. Well, I guess you can make the same case for a knife, huh?
Exactly. It's the same thing with any hobby. Fidgets, pens, fucking knives, guns. Like, you can find one for cheaper that works, you know?
Yeah, you can get a Bic pen for probably 50 cents, but on the same time.
Look, Tri-State's still explaining over here. It's a homo pen? All right. People keep talking about the Saga. Somebody fucking buy mine. Visconti.
What is a Saga?
It's a Grimsmo pen.
Mariso, you spent $300 on a fidget, but you're breaking my balls about the tin can and a label and a POG. Come on now. What is the Pilot G2 of knives? Probably
the Rat 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Rat 2, and then the fucking Elementum is the.
What about a Delica?
Yeah, the Delica is the Bic pen of fucking knives.
Yeah. Watch and knife are the only things I have on me 100% of the time. I always have a watch, a knife, my AirPods, my phone, and my keys.
I'm gonna throw up.
$4,400. What is it made out of? Fucking.
I don't know, but he was buying a $716 one. So
Get one that's like.
there it is. Is this the one, the Medici? Is that what he said?
Visconti.
That is so fugly. It's not even funny.
It's just a different style. I don't hate it. It's kind of Art Deco looking.
Okay, it's fugly. What did he say? Homo sapiens Blizzard. Do you see Blizzard on there? No. Give me the Blizzard, bro.
Just search the word Blizzard.
Nah. I'm old.
Oh, Arizona Sunset. Where are those made? Are they made in
Italy? They got a
Italy?
rollerball. They got a rollerball.
I don't know. I think titanium is more my speed.
I mean, $800 fucking wood pen. Blizzard. Did I make that up or did he say Blizzard? I don't see one that says.
Then it's kind of funny. There actually was a result that said Blizzard. If that is
It
not
is right here, but it's not
the
same one. Homo. The Homo pen. Whatever. Here it is. This is the ugly ass pen. That's not that bad.
Oh, it's a different world.
700. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, I bought an FSD without blinking for 800. So it is what it's made of crystallized lava.
Isn't that just rocks?
He wants the fountain pens for when his clients sign their. They do that online. Fuck out of here. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I like these pens because they're 100, $150. But like that Zerk Dragon scale is gonna be $350. But and I'll probably buy it. But the Saga's like a $300 pen, and that's where I'm like, I'll just sell that. Like, I got 5 other really cool pens. Do I need a $300 Saga?
What does your $300 pen look like,
man? Otherwise, I would try to push it on you.
What does it look like?
It's fucking sexy. You want me to get it? I'll get it.
Yeah, get it. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never seen a Saga?
No. The saga continues. Wu-Tang. What do you think, guys? Are we all insane? You get Crispy Critter. Are you serious? My uncle's 76 is a Matchbox card collection worth over $100,000. Now, here's the question about a large collection like that. Is he going to try to dispose of the whole collection at once at like an auction? Or is he going to try to sell off each individual car? Like, presumably it's worth more as a set. So does your uncle ever talk about what he's going to do with that?
So I apparently am a pen collector now.
Beard of Doom quotes you saying, look at these ridiculous $300 to $800 pens. Also, Lefty, I have 362 titanium pens at $100 each.
Yeah. I mean, no, seriously, because I have another one downstairs and another one in my truck. So I have the Dragon scale from Smooth Precision. I have the regular Tie Scribe Go Mini from Smooth Precision. I have the Bolt Action Big Idea Design. This thing is sick, by the way, dude.
Yeah, they kind of got it right with this one.
Yeah, they got it right with the mechanism in there.
Yeah.
I have the Nada Bolt from Nottingham Tactical. Has the same plunger thing on top. I just like that better. Having the plunger. Nottingham's awesome.
Have you met him, by the way? He's such a cool dude, Lee.
I don't think I met him at Blade, but I might have. Briefly.
He's like the kind of looking guy where you won't want to. You bet he's a better friend than an enemy.
Right. Yeah. Then I have the Billet Spin cam pens, left-handed cam pens.
You're gonna have to send that one to me at some point just so I can fidget with it. See if I
These are
like it.
awesome. And then they sent me a Zerk one.
That was nice.
I didn't pay for like 80% of these pens. So,
dude, they sent you a Zerk one?
They sent me a Zerk one, yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I'll send you one. But yeah, they sent me both of those. Nottingham sent me this. Big Idea sent me this. Automog sent me this. I'm really digging this thing, dude. I just wish it didn't take fucking Pentel's.
Yeah.
I don't love the mechanism because of the detent thing, because it's like kind of tight in there a little bit. But once you get the hang of it, it's fine.
Maybe if that ball stuck out a little bit more.
Yeah. I also think the way you have it set up in there with like you gotta get it right. I don't know. But anyway, it's really cool. It's got like the nice needle tip, and it takes the Pentels, does not take the V5s. But I love how they did the clip on this.
Yeah.
And the milling, you can't really see it, but it's, man, and it's so comfortable in hand. And then here, this is the Saga.
So who makes that? Grimsbow?
Yeah, in Canada.
He machines those in his shop?
Yep. So they have this collar on it. So it's a clicker, technically. Collar catches it, and then you pull down on it.
Oh, that's kind of slick. Does it have a detent ball, like a spring-loaded detent ball?
I think there's just a spring in there somewhere. That's it, engaged, and then you pull down on the collar, and it pops up.
I got to give it to him for creating a unique mechanism.
Yeah, cool. Dude, it's fucking popular. Like this one, I got like a year or so ago, and it's number 3,100 and something. So he's made like 5,000 of these. And the way he did the seam up here, like you can't tell there's a seam because he put these whatever you want to, flutes or whatever around it. So when you loosen it, you can see the seam, but when you tighten it down, it just looks like another ring.
Yeah.
It's really nicely done. And then tip engagement's really good. Takes Parker's. I don't think you could fit a V5 in here. I haven't tested it, but it doesn't make sense because it would be
V5 will fit. There's like G2 and Parker are going to be the two main ones. Yeah. Now, when you buy Parker refills, do you buy Parker brand or do you buy a different brand that fits the size?
I like Parker Quink Flow Black 0.7 refills. If they made a 0.5, I'd buy them, but they don't that I know of.
Now, you can go down the refill rabbit hole, bro. There's like a lot of other
I've tried like Schmitz, Monteverde. I've tried different ones. None of them hit like these
like
Parker.
Do. There's all these Japanese ones too.
Oh, it's 0.8. Fuck.
0.8 is pretty big.
Yeah, well, it's like the smallest one I can find. I think I might have. It says fine and then 0.8. So I think I've done all this before and tried getting thinner ones. Let me check some other ones.
How many people do we have tonight?
89 right now.
Hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you haven't already.
Let me check.
Yeah, Mont Blanc does make refills, Eugene, but they fit.
I said Monteverde, but
yeah, but Mont Blanc refills fit Mont Blanc pens, and it's like it's its like own unique profile.
Yeah, so I have 3, 6, 8 pens right here, and then I have another 2 because I have the Big Idea one I don't like the mechanism on, and then I have the Tech Liner, the little one in my truck pouch, and then I have a mini bolt action on order from like a Kickstarter, and I have that black camo coming. So I have like 10 fucking pens now.
You don't have any tactile turn, do you?
I don't like their pens. I had the seasonal one or whatever, and the slim side click or whatever, which was, sorry, let me bring you back.
I want to try their slim bolt action.
Yeah, I just don't like the feel of their pens in hand. I don't know how to
ribbing
explain
around
it.
them?
Just something I don't like about them. The milling's cool, but like it's just not. I don't think it gives enough grip.
Oh, we're getting our pronunciation corrected. Say Mont Blanc. Did I say that
Mont
right?
Blanc.
Mont
Yeah, you don't
Mont
pronounce the
Blanc.
T or the C. Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
But we're not
Sorry, guys.
French, so it's Mont Blanc.
Yeah, we
And we're
probably
not
sound like
saying
freaking
blank. We're
idiots.
saying Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc. I
I
have
don't know
this
how
same
to.
argument with people about Knipex pliers.
Yes, we've
I
talked
say
about that before.
Knipex, and they're like, it's Knipex. You got to say Knipex. It's like, yeah, in Germany, I would say Knipex. But like, I'm not in Germany. I'm in the United States, and we just don't say K's. And if we do, we butcher it. That's how we roll. Like,
I think if someone can teach you the proper way to say something, I think it's good. Like there's all these watch brands,
it's
and
just
you
like
sound like a
anything.
freaking moron when you pronounce them wrong. If you don't know how, it's not your fault. But if someone teaches you, it's better.
I don't know.
It's like the Javelina, Jack.
Like okay, but if I like, it doesn't go both ways though. Like if I go to France and tell them my name is Johnson, they're not going to say Johnson. They're going to be like Johnson. And that's how they're going to say my fucking name, because that's how they talk. They're not going to learn that it's Johnson and then start pronouncing it right. It's just not how it is.
Well, it's not a black and white thing.
I mean, it's black and white. All right, but Mont Blanc is a fucking French word. It's not German. It could be a German company.
It means white mountain, right?
Blanc is
white.
Yes, white, but not in German. That's French.
No, but the logo is like a snow-capped hill, isn't it?
I don't know anything about Mont Blanc.
They make watches too.
Kevin France, dude, I'm fucking German, bro. I was born there. Dual citizen, bro. Actually, I might not be anymore. I don't fucking know.
You don't even know?
I don't know if my passport expired. I guess that doesn't change citizenship, but
I think to get your citizenship revoked, you got to do something pretty stupid or renounce it.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, it does look like the head of a torque screw, but I always thought that was like a.
It's not even ignorance, though. It's just fucking language. Like, you can't expect somebody to change their whole fucking dialect for your goddamn name. Like, just, I don't sit there and expect people to, like, say my name exactly how I say it. Like, that's kind of fucked up, too, if you think about it. Like, what, I'm so fucking cool that people have to say it exactly the way I do? Fuck that.
So it's cool if we call your company Diva Knives.
People
or
say
Divo.
People spell it with an E all the time. I don't give a fuck. You get the point.
Blanc.
Let's say you spell it right. That's good enough. That okay. I would take offense. Let's say if you spelled it wrong, but like if you want to say Mont Blanc, give the fuck.
The people who care are the people who are into it. That's always how it is. A pamplemousse LaCroix.
That grapefruit shit is fucking garbage, man.
Is that LaCroix? Is it
Pamplemousse.
okay if I call it LaCroix?
Pamplemousse is literally grapefruit. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not a huge grapefruit fan.
Dude, literally, like, people will review the knife and put DEVO in the fucking title.
Well, you know that band who wore those stupid hats?
Yeah, that's Divo.
Yeah. Well,
Which
that's how everybody knows.
I didn't know they existed until started this company.
How the fuck did you not know Divo existed, dude? It's Whip It.
I knew the song. I didn't know that there was a band called Divo.
Well, now you know. It's a good thing you spelled yours different. They'd sue you.
Yeah. I'm sure they would.
They're like, Kevin, you got to whip it, bro.
I was
It's not
born
too
in
late.
England, and they had me choose when I turned 18. I had to sign off England citizenship.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
got
crazy.
both because I just basically we just said we lived at my grandparents, so we kept citizenship. So in Germany, we said we lived there, but we were here for school or whatever. And then here, they don't give a fuck. We lived here, so obviously we had citizenship. How you gonna name a knife the nip? Come on, man. You know what a nip is? Everything's named after alcohol. A nip is a small shot or whatever. Made sense. It's a small knife. You sick bastard.
It's fun to be cheeky.
It's fun to not take yourself so seriously, is what's fun.
I agree. We're here to have fun.
People get so fucking up in arms about shit. It's hilarious.
You know why, man? I'll tell you why. Because we don't have real problems in this first world country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to, as a human, like we got to have conflict, and we have to have things to, like, we're supposed to be running away from bears and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like trying to figure out how to eat. Like ancestrally, we had real problems. And so now when everything is so comfortable, you've got to find things to put things into perspective within the realm in which you see things. And that's when all of a sudden how you pronounce Knipex becomes such a big fucking deal.
Dude,
because
like
no one else has anything else to complain about.
Not even like a couple people care. That video has like 100,000 views now, and I have like I must have responded to over 80 comments about the fucking pronunciation. I literally bought a shirt that has the pronunciation on it just to fucking. Of course, nobody saw that video.
Oh my
it's
god,
just
dude.
the dumbass videos that fucking get all the views. It's weird. I'll take it, but like
you know, like weird, 800 people telling you you're dumb.
Dude, literally, some guy called me tarded. You don't know how many times, like, I get the comments like only a guy who doesn't know tools would compare these two things. Like, dude, I made a fucking YouTube short. Like, calm the fuck down. And you're correct. I don't know tools.
It's like, we are all better now, sir, that you, the tool master, the biggest tool in the room, has come to set me straight.
Oh my god. What is it? It's SOG. Go fuck yourself.
It's like, if you don't put two dots in the middle, it's SOG.
Right. And what does that stand for? Studies and Observations Group. You're so gay. Like, come up with a better name if you want people to give a fuck. Trying to be all military and shit.
I mean, once upon a time, I'm sure their pedigree was legit, you know, but that was a long time ago. It's like the 80s, 70s, probably. I don't know. Do they go all the way back to Vietnam? I don't really know their history. But it just became a big box brand with outsourced to China, cheap stuff and blister packs at Walmart, you know?
Well, they used to make their shit here, I think.
Yeah, a long time ago.
But I think it was after Vietnam that they started that or whatever. Maybe I'm mixing that up. I don't fucking know. Or care. Honestly. People love conflict and to correct because I'm smart. Yeah. I love those people who just think they're fucking smart. Like, even if you are, like, what, you gotta go let everybody else know?
Yeah. That's a good way to not make friends.
Yeah. Good way to be a fucking tool.
Yeah, good way to be a Knipex. Now, now, in regards to those, I've never. So first of all, like, I never thought about carrying pliers around. I don't carry pliers. but it wasn't until I saw people referring Kinepix as pliers that I became familiar with that brand. And I'm not saying no one should. Like some guys, they work with their hands all day, and it's handy to have a set of small pliers. But everybody raves about those things.
It's fucking dudes with EDC organizers who put those things in there, or pouches. They put those in there. I would never carry a pair of, like, I have a multi-tool like that has a plier on it.
Do you ever use your Leatherman? Like in my day-to-day life, I don't have a single use for one.
I've used it. The one that I have next to my desk, I use it a lot during like disassemblies and shit like that. The one in my truck, I don't think I've ever used.
What do you use on it for disassembly that you don't already have with your screwdriver bits and shit like that?
I mean, I guess I could get a different bit out or something, but most of the time it's just like I take the big flathead out for something.
Oh, so you use a screwdriver?
Yeah.
Dude, the action on these Javelinas is really good.
I carry a pair of Kinepix, but I'm a mechanic.
Yeah, in that case, I get it.
Why do you like them?
Yeah, what makes those pliers better than just like some Craftsman ones or some shit you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot? I'm not trying to be a smartass. I'm just curious.
Eugene EDC is the smallest Kinepix to pull staples. Hard use.
I use my fingernails, which is probably not a good idea, but.
Well, that's what I used to use my fulcrum for, but I never need to pull staples. So.
I never use a pry bar. I never need them. I'm never like, dang, I wish I had my pry bar. I'm never like, dang, I wish I had a Leatherman. It's my lifestyle.
Because the fulcrum had a bit driver built in. That's mainly what I used it for. When my kid was smaller, I'd constantly be changing batteries on shit.
Yeah,
then I realized that I was at a house.
Right.
So it wasn't worth it. You can get really good leverage with the Kinepix. The handles have a slight flex that let you get a super tight grip on things.
Okay.
Kinepix is good quality stuff. The shape is also a lot more effective than the stuff that comes on a multi-tool. Kinepix does a solid heat treat. And so it's not because they have smooth jaws, because that's kind of what my video was about and why I got fucking hounded.
Nick said it's their opening and closing that's better, and the way they bite down on things doubles the pressure just by the way the jaws are. So they're better engineered and they're at a higher level of, construction.
They have like a button lock on the adjustment setting of the plier heads. I don't really enjoy it very much. It's kind of annoying to do. I always jump one or two settings instead of just moving one. My plumber uses Kinepix on everything.
I'm sure if you work with your hands or you're in a trade, it's like a wonderful tool to have. I mean, for me,
smooth jaws are perfect for modding work. They don't mar anything. Yeah, all the people that are tool experts that watch my short keep telling me that it's not only Kinepix that have smooth jaws, so I'm an idiot. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just comparing what I have.
Kinepix are low profile. They have good feel. They bite hard. I've seen they rust fast. Button is a weak point. Still love me some channel locks. Nice. You can always appreciate a well-made tool versus a cheap one. You only have to get them in your hands and use them a few times to be like, yep, I get it.
The jaws close parallel. Just better quality and engineering is better.
Yeah. Are they, and they're German, right?
Yeah.
They do take pride in their stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We do. Very industrial.
Chad asked a question. Ben, as you know, Kevin made me track down a vampire. This has probably been asked, but will there be re-releases like a Knife of the Year version of the Venom? There'll definitely be re-releases, presumably of everything. I don't know about a
year version.
Yeah, it's like endorsed by Lefty EDC.
Is it going to have my logo on it? Did anybody else name it Knife of the Year?
Mitch Bolig named or is it Bolig? He named the Midnight his Knife of the Year. I thought that was cool.
I'm trying to think of his channel.
It's a smaller channel, but he does like some outdoor stuff with it. Like he was striking fire steels with it, which for a guy
He's not the one. Shit, I don't know if he emailed me or DM me, but he's not the one who did. No, that's somebody else. Sorry, did these funny shorts. What's his channel name?
I think it's just his name, Mitch Bollig.
Oh, there it is. Let's check it.
Check it.
Oh, okay. I don't know how maybe I have seen this. Maybe I have. I don't.
He shows up in I was on Bob's Thursday night chat last week, and he was in there in the comment section while we were on. What knife should I show you guys? Let's do the Venom.
Knife humor. Oh, here it is.
So how do you open the Jack Wolf Knives low drag jack one-handed?
That looks sick.
This is how.
Ew. How did he fucking
How do you open the Jack Wolf Knives low drag?
How did you do that?
Bro, did you ever see the movie My Left Foot?
I can't grab shit with my foot.
It's because
you get new socks. I got these socks from Packas. You ever heard of Packas?
I have.
Made of alpaca and shit. I was like, I gotta test some new socks because I always buy like Adidas or whatever, and they fucking fall apart in like a year. I was like, I'm gonna try some good ones. So I got Bombas and Packas short socks. They're very comfortable.
I wear flip flops every day.
With your gross ass toes.
Shit, my toes are not gross.
I've seen them. I beg to differ. Just kidding. Venom, Mars Valley, my favorite knife. Yeah, dude, that thing is legendary. Thing hits too.
I like this dark matter gold a lot too. It's just really unique.
Does that one have the epic walk and talk too?
Yes.
Mine's like next level fucking better than anything. Yeah, just something about it.
Dude, it's I kind of like how each knife has its own walk and talk. They're like members of a family. And you know what? Here's the other thing, Cap Addict, is the camo carbon variants, I think, are a little bit more reflective than the fat carbon ones. Like you get the camo carbon ones in the light, and holy shit, man, do they sparkle. Let me find one.
I used to hate that about camo carbon. And now I like it.
It's like fish scale. Look at that.
This shit has that.
But this does more. Oh,
my lighting's just not. You got a good spot there tonight.
I got a ring light over there. And the camera in this MacBook is good.
Yeah, my MacBook has a fucking 720 camera built in. It pisses me off.
Your new one? Your Pro?
Yeah, that's what they fucking come with, dude.
This says 1080 in it, this one.
Yeah, it's because you paid $4,000.
Yeah.
Ben, did you oil that?
Huh?
Did you oil that?
Oh, the carbon fiber? Yeah, when I got it, but boy, I've handled this one. It's been riding in the slip. So this is probably like needs a new coat.
Yeah, the slips fucking suck up the oil, dude.
It does. It's just
one downside to slips. But once you do it enough, it's like all oil.
And then, you kind of break, and when you handle these a lot, you kind of break them in, like, because they're, finished from the factory. So you kind of buff them with your hands.
Sell a pen and get a good light. I have the best light already, dude. CWF Micro Arcadian, bro. Get out of here.
Let's grab the midnight.
I'm carrying this thing though because they sent me this to review through night. They actually sent me 2 for some reason, so one of them's in the giveaway bin. It's all right. This thing's cool. You hold down, so you hold down to adjust how bright it is, which is kind of weird for a handheld like this to do
Does
that.
it fade in and out?
What?
Does it go like bright to dim to bright to dim?
Yeah, you didn't just see that?
No, but by holding it, that's what you do.
Yeah, you
I
just
wasn't
hold
paying
down
attention.
on the switch and it dims.
Hmm.
It's kind of cool. It's a little thicker than I want, but I think most people would be fine with it. And it's USB-C. You just unscrew this and then charge it. I meant for your desk for film. Oh, I have my lights are good. I have studio lights from Newer or whatever. But in here, this is our office. My wife works in here. I have like daylight bulbs up there. That's the best I could do. I used to drag lights in here every live stream, but I'm not doing that for a fucking live stream. Yeah, I'm really digging this thing. This thing weighs like 3 ounces. It's fucking big for 3 ounces, too.
These grinds are really thin, man.
I don't think so. I think the Venom's probably bigger than the Javelina.
But out here at the tip, this sharpshooter might just be the thinnest one. Here. Like you can put the sharpshooter on a surface and flex the blade.
Yeah.
Asking me about a hawkbill. Like hawkbill's kind of on my list. I like hawkbills. You know, part of me is nervous. Not enough guys would want to buy it because it's a little obscure.
We actually drew up the nip. We drew up with a hawksbill. We were gonna do both a hawksbill and a warnie, and then we were like, I just don't think it's gonna sell.
Best Jack Wolf for cutting boxes. I'm gonna go Venom Jack probably, or the low drag. But the Venom's got a little bit bigger handle, so if you're gonna cut boxes all day, I think the handle of this one's gonna.
I just like the way the low drag cuts,
pulls the material in. I would say either, but I would just to answer that question, I would probably recommend this one for breaking down cardboard. But frankly, any of these are gonna do the job. The good thing about the low drag is it's S90. Yeah, pretty much.
What about the horny jack?
If you want to do if you want to get the tip into something and like trace a line and cut something like this one is money. Or the midnight.
Or the laid back.
Yeah, just these straight edge knives are really hard to beat. They sound so good. Oh, here, Mr. Cyborg, you were hiding from me. So, Kev, you got Toxic, Storm, and do you have the pink one? Is that your other one?
Yep.
Which one do you like better?
I gotta wait till I get the slips, but I'm thinking Toxic. There's something about this pattern.
I felt like that was underappreciated when it dropped. I think the pink
pattern
overshadowed
this design to me is
looks like Predator's knife. Like it belongs. But
I
the
just
pink
love
is
how
dope.
it looks. I love the pink too, but I think if you made me choose, I'd probably go Toxic.
I'm curious to see how the orange does tomorrow, because dark matter orange on the Cyborg, outperformed that Toxic Storm. I was really surprised about that.
But that makes sense to me because Cyborg, it just kind of
Well, it
goes
looked good
with
on
the
the knife,
theme.
and it worked for people, right? So I'm just curious if orange comes out strong tomorrow again.
And I think those things are popular, like Toxic, Pink, but they're also like, how do I explain it? They're kind of like, it's like a vocal minority situation where if you think the majority of people are probably going to be into the more subdued look, you know what I mean? So that's why that Dark Matter Orange probably sold better, because it's a little more subdued, still carbon fiber, but subdued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be my theory on that. Thanks, Ditch Doctor. Toxic is the best. Yeah. I like that Toxic. I need to see some Gecko camo carbon. I'm surprised you haven't done it yet.
Gecko, that one's like purple and yellow and green or something? Or does it have blue in it?
No, it's like yellow and blue, I think. Or blue and yellow. That's the same thing. It might have green in it. I'm not sure. It's kind of like 80s, but it doesn't have the pink and the orange, I think.
Got it.
You haven't done that one?
No.
Like, you don't even have it on the slate?
I got a whole list of a bunch of their colors, so it'll get used eventually. Because, dude, they have a ton. Like, there's a bunch that are still in the queue, but I haven't committed to them yet.
Huh. Toxic, black, and yellow. All right, let me give away this thing I got here. Nothing crazy, but it's a Kubi Royal Collins design.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the JG10 one, so you can dye it or do whatever you want with it.
I kind of like What do you think of JG10?
I hate it, but
is there a
it's
G10
all right.
you like?
It's grown on me a little bit, like with a black wash blade. I think it would look fucking sexy.
Is there any G10 you like?
What?
Is there any G10 you like?
I mean, I can like G10, yeah, black, whatever. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's not going to be my first choice or anything, but
the good thing about black G10, I suppose, is it's really black.
Yeah.
Like black micarta is not always that black.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like the color, you get a deep, rich black.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any G10.
Well, if you buy like a Cold Steel, you're getting a black G10. Does Spyderco use G10?
Yeah, they use like a peel ply G10.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. Like, this stuff's cool. This is like G Mascus. If you're going to do G10 for a budget knife, this stuff's kind of cool. It's better than just getting like black gross ass G10 or something. You don't mind it, makes my collection pop. Spyderco wore out G10. Yeah, I definitely would prefer here. Pony Stout in black G10. So
yeah,
I've actually done G10 or am doing G10. But I mean, it's something you can do to, make it so your knife's not $100 or whatever.
Right.
Help keep the cost down. And it's good material. But yeah, black is probably the color I'd go with on it. White. Like a white with a black blade, kind of Stormtrooper would be cool. Yeah, that's the thing. People who like to dye it, I get it. I don't like that. So I get stuck with G10, with JG10 that I don't like.
I
I'm
think
not
the
a
jade
dying
looks all right. It's kind of a, I mean, there's nothing else that really looks like it.
It can look fine. It can look okay. Just depends on the circumstance.
Do they have like a good blue G10, like a baby blue or something that looks good? I don't really own. I don't think I own
I don't like
anything
the
in G10.
colors and shit. Like here's one this is like a, you know, gray blue.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I hate him. I just don't. It's not like I wouldn't choose it.
Sure.
Happy Haptic said the JG10 Praetheon looks dope, but yeah, like that's where I would like. I'd much rather have this carbon fiber version. You know. So I mean, I get it if you don't want to spend the extra $150, but the carbon fiber with tie to me just looks better. So I don't know. It's all preference shit.
Yo, while you guys figuring that giveaway out, has anybody in the chat got any questions for me about the Javelina or anything?
Javelina. Somebody asked if the blade was longer than the Venom. I kind of answered
it's a
it,
little
but
bit shorter.
that's what I was saying.
2.83 versus 3. So just a little under 2/10 shorter.
Little piggy.
Yeah, I got Brittany Blue. Where did you go? Here's Brittany Blue. Now this is a really good example. They're not all going to be this colorful. I cherry picked this one for myself, which I
Here's
almost feel
mine. So
bad
less.
saying.
It's in there.
Yeah.
The
Your
lighting's
light's
not
not
great.
doing it any justice. But it'll still look like this. And the blue, I have to say, the blue with the gray titanium and the kind of silver black carbon fiber underneath really goes well together. It's less contrasty than perhaps the orange one. Like the orange one pops more.
I think the purple haze will fly. Will go first.
I think purple haze has got to be the strongest color that fat carbon makes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, it's just like, and it's purple and pink. Like it needs to get the credit for the pink in there, but pig out.
Here, people tell me the capitalization matters, so try to match that if you can.
It's case sensitive, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a turd. I mean, it's definitely in person. It's not as nice as that one as well.
His lighting. Hit it with a flashlight.
I mean,
yeah, it helped a little.
Yeah, it's got blue in it. It's just not. Yeah. I don't know. We also haven't mentioned the dark matter green, which is crazy green.
I don't know if I feel like this is going to be the weakest one. I don't want to jinx it.
It's the jalapeno, Javelina jalapeno.
Yeah. It's jalapeno. When you pronounce things like Kevin.
I don't know. It's hard to explain that dark matter green.
It's like jade, like real jade, emerald.
The way they it's like the gold.
It is like the gold.
There's a lot of it in there, but the gold looks better with a lot of it in there. Gold ones go. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
You just have to like green, I guess.
I think so too. I feel like green is a bit of a risk. Yellow is a bit of a risk. As far as like popularity.
How did the yellow go on the low drag?
Not as good as I would have hoped. It's like not perform. It's like similar to the micarta, which is not what usually happens. So that one, people are just not feeling it. I'll probably never do that dark matter yellow again. So if you like it, get it.
Yeah.
But the yellow looks sick in the Toxic Storm. But then I'm like, is that the reason some people don't choose Toxic Storm? Because they don't like yellow. Like yellow can be an off-putting color. but I like things that are a little unusual.
Well, I think toxic, the reason is because it's green and yellow, and both those colors are kind of,
Right.
you know, where if you get blue, purple, blue and purple are the hottest.
Yeah. Jeff, I'm glad you like the green, dude. It's beautiful. And I just hope other people agree with you because I'd hate to see it not perform because I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. And here, man, I
Somebody
got so
won a
many
green
knives.
one last week on my channel on the
Nice.
live stream.
I'm going to hit this with a drop of oil real quick.
I gave
Where's
that
my
green
oil?
one away. I forget who won. Who won that?
I can't remember. I feel like I was on that day too.
Yeah, you weren't on. You were on Saturday. I did that Thursday when I hit 10K or whatever.
Oh, congratulations, by the way, man. I feel like when I started watching your channel, you were like at 2K or less.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, Blade Show 21, do you remember where you were around that
Yeah,
time?
I think I had like just crossed over 1.
Yeah.
But that was fucking, year and a half ago. Almost 2
Look at
years
that.
ago now.
Look at that now, dude, with some oil on it. That is
Jalapeno.
fire. Damn, that looks good.
Looks like marble.
I like it.
Oh, here's the let's see if we can let me do this. See if I can. Yeah, see, you're still not gonna get it.
Yeah, but I can see the blue now. Maybe not as good.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Just gotta get the angle. This side doesn't have as much, but I don't know. It depends on the knife.
Well,
But
totally,
sometimes
man.
I like it more subdued. Than like this blue color, I don't really want it to overpower,
No. Dude, I love this green with just a hint of oil on it. It really...
But the walk and talk on this one, dude, surprised the shit out of me. Because it's right there for me with the Cyborg, which is like one of the best.
Can I show you something that I got that, dude? I mean, it's not going to be something all your audience probably needs. But when I do QC on these knives,
Swedish penis enlarger.
I'm from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
So when you buy this 30 milliliter bottle of nano oil, you get this.
Yeah.
I already use a good chunk of it, but like you get this needle here. Come on.
Yeah.
And then you get this angled one, which I haven't actually used the angled one, but all I'm saying is when you screw this thing on and you go to apply it, you get like really good control squeezing this bottle, like way better than when you're trying to squeeze it out of this thing. So
I hate those, dude. They fucking clog and shit.
Not if you get only the 5-weight clogs. And I learned how to unclog it. I emailed the guy. If it clogs from the rubber tip,
yeah,
like just take a cigarette lighter and heat it up and squeeze this thing and
oh shit, I didn't think
dude, it takes like a half a second. I emailed him to ask him.
Damn it.
But the 80, yep, now you know. But if
I
you're
poured
gonna
it into something else, fucking yeah.
I've met him at Blade Show, Christian St. Clair. He's like a French dude. He's really interesting. But anyway, all I'm saying is if anybody is doing a lot of oiling, these bigger bottles you get, it's a really good applicator. Very pleased with it. These are good because they're portable.
Yeah. It's the one problem with KPL sometimes, the original. It'll just start fucking gushing out of there sometimes.
Oh, that drives me nuts, man. It's like you just have it sitting there and oil's like
it's like, why?
It's like nutting.
Yeah.
It's just pressure equalization, I guess.
All right, let's run this, and I gotta
run it.
I gotta crash. We got 55 people in on this bitch.
Dark matter green.
And here we go.
Dude, it does look like a jalapeno.
Jalapeno jack, baby. Because we already had
Jalapeno.
the pickle jack, so.
Ed
Ed
Harrison.
Harrison. There
See?
you go.
If you give, you shall receive.
Yeah, there you go, Ed. You won the Royal. If I'll try to remember. I'll put something else in here for you, man. Something cool. Are you left-handed, Ed? Are you left-handed? Because I got an extra one of these left-handed pens. Could hook you
I was
up
gonna
with
say,
that.
dude, you should give away your big idea pen that you don't like, the fat one.
My wife uses that.
Yeah.
This is nicer anyway.
Which one is that one again?
The Zerk one.
The
billet
clicky bolt?
pen.
Yo, give that to your boy.
Well, if he's left-handed, I don't know if he would want it if he's
Me,
right-handed.
fool. Talking about me.
Oh.
Your boy. Your left-handed friend.
It's not going to fit your refill.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Fuck.
If it fit your refill, I would.
Yep. Fair enough, sir.
Congrats.
Ed's
Ed.
right-handed. Oscar, what's up, dude?
He said, no, I'm right-handed. Damn it, you bastard.
Oh, why are you... Dude, my dog is dirty, man. What is going on with you?
Oh, wait, 88.
Look at this dirty guy. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I hate when dogs get, like, stinky.
He's stinking, bro.
It's
He's got
fucking
some-
annoying, dude.
He's got
It really
his
is.
neck is all dirty right here. What is that? What is that? I don't want to know.
That could just be because he's a dog. But
Yeah, you stink, Oscar.
I hate when they stink, man.
He needs a this dog needs. I'm gonna end up having to bathe him tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to do it this weekend with my dogs.
Hey, thanks for the well wishes, Crispy. I appreciate it, bro.
Ed, hit me up via email, dude. I don't know if you're into pens, but I could find one that works for you. Maybe I don't know if you like these fucking Pentel refills, but this pen's awesome. I just can't use it because of those. We'll figure it out. But I want to get you something nice to say thanks for the other day or last week.
Salamondo, that's what I do, dude. So my shower, it's like you can walk in and it has a glass door that you can close. So he gets trapped in there. And so he's at my mercy in there. And I just grab him and hold him under the water. There's like a little corner bench. I put him in there, soap him down. And then after I rinse him off, he just stands at the glass door and just cannot wait for me to open it. Does your dog go crazy after you bathe him? Like getting the zoomies and running around everywhere and going nuts?
Not really, because I get him out of the tub and then I keep him in the bathroom, dry him off, let him shake a bunch of times and shit. And then I have my wife will grab him after and give him another towel. And then we kind of just keep him on the couch. So no.
Yeah, Oscar gets all
and then we keep them inside until they're dry. But yeah, that's why we keep them inside. Because they want to go outside and roll in fucking shit immediately.
Yeah, immediately. It's like, oh, I gotta smell like shit.
Well, like it's an instinct.
Yeah.
They want to smell like their surroundings so that they can catch prey. Because like prey will smell clean immediately and be like, oh, there's something in the woods about to eat me. So they want to smell like dirt and shit. So they blend in.
Yeah, zoomies, pits. That's what my dog does, dude. You get this dog wet, he's 1,000 miles an hour, like a ping pong ball bouncing all over my house. It's hilarious.
That's good. He's drying off.
I've always had big dogs. This is my first small dog, and there's some benefits to a small dog because you could just like manhandle this thing, you know. Like you getting annoying, I just pick you up. You know, you need to be bathed. You can't fight me. I can hold you. It weighs like 15 pounds.
No, Luke, I've never ordered from Cedar Grove Leather. I actually don't think I've ever heard of them.
What is this nasty?
I sent a couple of fidgets to Oak City Leather Supply to do slips because fucking Troy won't do them. And he's had them for like, I don't know, man. He's had them for like a month and a half. Hopefully he finishes those soon enough. Oh my God. He said his dog is blind and she'll do the same thing. It's painful to watch.
Dude.
I couldn't imagine that. Like they're blind and then they're like just going nuts. They just have no. That's crazy. I have a Rhodesian Ridgeback. She's awesome. Yeah, dude. Rhodesians are sick.
Won't those dogs like chew straight through the wall?
I've never heard that. They kind of look like boxer lab mixes.
Look at this. What the fuck? Look at this green shit. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I want to know what that is.
Ew, there's green. Ew.
What did you get into, bro?
Can you smell it?
I don't want to, in case it's like puke.
You're petting it. Smell your fucking
I'm gonna wash
hand.
my hands as soon as we get off. It's like
Smell your hand.
I think it's grass.
You have grass?
Yeah.
That must be a pain in the ass.
Well, there's a lot of grass all over Phoenix, actually. There shouldn't be, but there is. There was all orchards
here. Had fake grass.
No. It's more prevalent now than it's ever been as water gets more and more. But you can have year-round grass here. You plant, what is it? You overseed with rye in the winter because the Bermuda grass that you have all summer goes dormant.
Right.
And so you can either have your grass go dormant in the winter or you can overseed with rye. And you have to do that every winter. And, you got to water it every day, of course, and it doesn't rain very much. So you just spend a lot of money on your water bill if you want to have grass.
Right.
But it's all over Phoenix, dude. Think about all the golf courses out here. Like,
it's not me, Salamando. He lives in Phoenix. I don't know. I've been to Phoenix. I know people who live in Phoenix. Not a lot of people have grass that I know.
No, yeah, they do. It depends on what part of the city you're in, too.
I guess, yeah. But everybody I've talked to has fake grass there. Or none. It's just like stone and fucking whatever.
Desert landscaping.
But, all right. That's it. Anything you want to say about the Javelina before?
Yeah, just so you guys know, I've been starting with the low drag. There's been more units out there. So you should be able to get the one you're looking for, even if you're not at your computer, right at drop time tomorrow. I wouldn't wait forever, especially if you want probably the purple or the blue, which I would guess are going to be the two fastest to go. And also make sure you check my dealer list, because if you haven't looked at that in a while, there's more places to buy.
Yeah. I try to link them in all my videos. My review will go up tomorrow at 9 a.m. and it'll have links to it'll have the links to the dealers that I have an affiliate link with first, and then it'll have his dealer link underneath. Got to be pimping those links.
Might as well, man. You work hard.
Yeah. It's not that hard to throw links in.
Oscar, leave me alone, bro. And then I want to promote the Facebook group. We got a good group over there, guys. Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. Worldwide is one word. And join the group. We have some cool giveaways, and we're drama free. They go on sale tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. All right, cool. Where to hunt? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you go. There's a whole list. I mean, traditional pocket knives, Blue Creek knives, Urban EDC. Those dropped the following week. Blade HQ, House of Blades, fucking Frame Art
DLT, Knife Center.
Yeah.
Blade, yeah.
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky.
List goes on. Does
Knife
PBK
Joker
have them now or no?
Yeah, PVK, Knife Joker. I mean, pretty much most places
Blade
you're familiar
Capone.
with. Blade Capone.
Uh,
OCD for EDC.
OCD for EDC. There's the small guys now that I don't know the names
Yeah,
of.
there's New River Knife Works, Circle A.
Yeah.
They sell slip joints. So if you guys buy slip joints, you would have heard of them.
And if you miss one and you really want a certain fucking color, call House of Blades and see if they have one in the storefront.
Yeah, dude.
That's how I got that cyborg. They had that puppy for like 2 months. They like to have stock in their storefront. But if you call, they'll sell you it if they have it. So that's always an option.
Jeff Dawson, this is for you, bro. There's the green.
No, you can't use any codes. So none of those.
Yep.
Oh, White Mountain Knives has them too. But none of the codes will work. That's just Ben trying to keep shit fair, which I think is cool.
I just want, the way I was, my thing there is, I don't want you guys. It's not fair to every. All right, trying to think of the best way to say.
I think if it's a deal, if it's a drop, you're being fair to all the dealers. Because some dealers don't use codes because they lose margin, obviously.
Well, what happens is, you guys heard of the race to the bottom. If you allow discounting, then dealer 1 decides to discount 10%. Then dealers 2, 3, and 4 all do it. Then dealer 5 discounts 15%. Right. And so it's like this never-ending race to the bottom.
Or you have dealers who don't and then bitch.
And then the other thing too is I want you guys to all be paying the best price. So I don't want you going to store A and you paid $300, and then you guys find out if you went to store B, you would have paid $275, and then you're upset because you didn't get the best price.
I think the drop model, like if you didn't do drops, maybe it would make sense to allow certain discounts. But the fact that it's all dropping at the same time, it's kind of smart to keep it clean across the board.
Yeah, just shop your favorite dealer. Pick the one who you get the best customer service from. Like if you shop some of the bigger stores and sometimes they say it's in stock and it's not, or they take 10 days to ship, or you can't get a hold of someone, consider supporting one of the smaller guys who you can talk to,
That's why I like, that's why I like Blue Creek traditional pocket knives. Those guys are really hands-on, like just good dudes. And you get other shit with your fucking knife, and you can still get a discount in a sense. If you go to Blue Creek, you're going to get free shipping. If you go to wherever, you might pay for shipping and tax. So you can still kind of get yourself a discount if you do a little research on that. Ben can't control that kind of shit.
Well, no, and I allow
DLT too. Yes, that's fine.
DLT is amazing. So I basically allow the dealers to offer free shipping. Now, whether they do or don't, that's up to them.
Yeah. I mean, that's their. I would say you don't really control that, right?
No, and it's such a common practice in the industry. I was just like, you guys give free shipping or not?
Kind of expected that you offer free shipping.
Yeah.
I guess we don't on our site.
So I don't feel it is. I mean, it's nice when people do, but if someone charges shipping, I have to decide if I want to go look around.
Because like as a dealer, you might be like the person might be buying 2 different brand knives, but like you go to our website, we have the margin set up to be for the knife. We're not thinking about shipping. Then it all ends up coming out in the wash, honestly.
Yeah. The
way people price shit.
Yeah. So. And someone says I pick one that I don't have to pay taxes at and get a good shipping price. Yep. You know what? I think he means to say shipping.
Yeah.
But my recommendation is I like relationships. They're important to me. So if I'm going to buy knives routinely from a dealer, I'd like to be able to pick up the phone and talk to the guy if I have a question, or if I have a customer service inquiry, which I don't do that kind of stuff very often. But if I do, it's nice to know you get a hold of someone who has the authority to make a meaningful decision. That's what I look for in a vendor.
Yeah. That's the worst when that's how it was with Smoky Mountain when I had an issue. It's just like, it's like, you're talking to somebody who can't do shit and doesn't care. It's like that person has no like when the person on the phone or on the other end of the email has no stake in it, it kind of makes it to where, I don't know, like if the person is running the business or, whatever, they have like they want to support you because they know it's going to return business.
Yeah,
At
they
least
have a
that's the
vested
smart move.
interest.
But when it's just a person who got hired to answer emails or whatever, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
So I don't know. Anyway,
So yep, but you know what? You got lots of choices with me. You got lots of choices.
yep. All right, and you were going to tell us which model is the next one. It was the humpback, right?
It's the Divo Jack. It's our surprise collaboration.
Yeah, we
You
gotta
don't
work.
even know
We gotta
about.
work on that, man.
I know.
All right. Well, whenever you're back to designing, let
Dude,
me
I'm
know.
trying, man. Maybe this weekend I'll get there.
Yeah. Don't wait too long.
I know.
I guess you
Seriously.
could always start recycling and then.
Well, that's kind of the fallback, right? Like I need to do that as well because we're getting long in the tooth between the first drop. We're almost at a year.
Well, what you could do is just keep doing recycle and then stay on that every 4 new model drop kind of thing.
No, if I was doing that historically, it certainly was not on purpose. You just picked up on a coincidence.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, it's only been twice. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Midnight
Cyborg and Cyborg. Yeah.
and midnight. We'd be due next month. Not this coming one, the next one, I think. Venom, Low Drag, Javelina. No, I guess it would be next month, which it isn't because next month is going to be the humpback. So, or no, what did I say? Little bro, big bro? We'll see. It's one of those two.
I don't think you've made an official guess yet.
There's no options other than big bro and humpback, unless you had something up your sleeve again, which you're just telling me you didn't. Thank you for that. So I got something out of you tonight.
Guy's the worst, man. He's always trying to fucking shake me down.
I'm trying to think.
Pretty
Next
clever.
month is St. Patty's Day. I don't know what you could do for St. Patty's Day. It doesn't make any sense. I got nothing.
I can tell you right now that was not on my mind.
No, well, I was just thinking.
Yeah. The
There's
sack
nothing.
jack with a spade blade. So have you guys ever
Nothing.
seen my jack sacks? I've got jack sacks. They're like my giveaways at the night
Dude,
shows.
somebody asked me the other day, sent a picture and was like, you know what this POG thing is? And I'm like, that's a slammer, bro. He gives those out at the shows.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool to explain that to somebody. You got to do different colored ones.
I still got some left. So, but yes, that there are other color options.
Yeah.
But I'm still working off that first 1,000 I made.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Always a pleasure.
Always appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody.
And yeah, love you guys. Have a good night. Peace. As I hit